If you believe that your profile is holding you back, sometimes even because of your picture, you want a nicer picture, and then you won't create content. If you don't create content, you won't be able to engage. Or sometimes you don't just engage because you believe that your LinkedIn is not ready, it's not ideal. There won't be a perfect LinkedIn profile ever. It's gonna be, what you need to get to yourself is something that you feel comfortable with on LinkedIn. But the first thing that I want to leave here, try to change your mindsets towards LinkedIn is stop believing that LinkedIn, your profile, is your advert. It is your single page on the web that's going to help you showcase everything that you have done it, the products, the companies that you sold to or even worked for, everything in the same place. That means that you are increasing your chances to connect with decision makers, C-level executives every day because they are there. See, we are skipping the gatekeepers when you need to make a sale, when you need to get your partnership or someone who can decide. A new concept also that all these social networks are bringing nowadays is the concept of a change maker. That not necessarily someone who's going to sign the check, but someone who's going to help in the decision process to buy your product or service. You might think, okay, I don't want to write about myself. I can even ask someone to write your story or a partner or something, but it's important because from your story, you will develop this sense that you know what you want. You will even review things that you start thinking that if this is something that you really want or sell to or product that you are involved with or company or country that you want to work on. And though this exercise of writing your story, 4 or 5 paragraphs for you to put that on LinkedIn will help you with your pitch, will help you answer to that question that when people make you, tell me more about yourself. Then I bet that every time that you need to tell this story, you tell this differently. You are not consistent with that. For every piece of video, guys, I have 2 cameras filming me here. It's not because I get home and I keep watching myself. No, it's because everything that I say here, it goes transcribed. See how I'm repurposing the things? It goes transcribed on text. And once I have these on text, I have at least 5 new articles from what I said here today. It takes time, it takes work for doing this. But these words, they should not vanish. See? From a piece of article, I break 5 articles that have at least 50, 60 different posts that are automated. And every month they come back. In different times for different audiences, in different networks. I use LinkedIn as a blogging platform. So LinkedIn has a blogging platform for you. And I advise you to write there. Don't write anywhere else. Don't spend the time to build another blogging platform using WordPress and attaching a domain. People are more likely to stay where they are. So imagine now you are engaging on LinkedIn and then you post something commented, they will click in your page, and the second click can be in an article that you wrote. That's why I'm gonna display here, not the articles, but why I consistently use LinkedIn as a blogging platform. And I even take the time, have people behind me to write, to build the artwork, which is simple for you to do. What types of content can we create? And on LinkedIn as well, it's not only text. I talk about text because from text, you can create your own speeches, meetings, meetups, right? You can create your articles. From text, you will know, the more you write, you will know when the camera pops what to tell to the camera. And video is the most powerful way of content nowadays. From text, you can also break down an article into, do you know those guys, all those posts that they do everywhere with a quote? See, do this, but do not do that, and all the quotes everybody likes. See, they extract these from their own posts, from their own long-form articles. The more they do that, the more you write, more you have your options for spreading these content all the time. How often on LinkedIn? 3 times, 4 times, I would say 12, 10 times, 15 times a day. It must be all the time. Midweek, Wednesdays are better, whereas Fridays and Sundays are not good at all. Fridays, I guess Sundays are now better than Fridays, really. Even Friday mornings on LinkedIn. And why do I say that? I say that because you want to post the nice article of yours in a time that you know that people are more likely to consume. And if they didn't, you go there and post it again, repost it. There are always ways for you to do something different than other professionals, and that's the first thing, right? And one thing that I see that's overlooked by most professionals is that they don't update their URL. If you create your profile, you might still need those numbers there, whereas you can go there and customize that to have your own first and last name there, and perhaps a middle name. And here's the tip, right? You're gonna have these alias here, the URL, the same as in your Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Google. The more you can keep that consistent with the other networks, the more all these networks and the indexers will see you as the same person. If you leave websites, they are boring, you leave environments, you leave company pages on LinkedIn, Facebook. And it's not only during the buying process, but it's also during, it's always when it's no longer convenient for you to be there, when you struggled to find information. So we are in a very challenging time when you gotta be concise, right? In your website, in your pitch, in your message, in your brochure, because people will just pay attention for 5, 10, maybe 15 seconds. That's it. And when you are there, LinkedIn, engaging professionally, building your own buyer-centric profile, think about claiming the company pages of your product or company or business right now on these places. Because these will be the domain names used by companies and businesses. Knowing your audience. The only way is by creating content. The only way is analyzing that your posts are getting more views during the evening rather than during the day. If you are a personal trainer, you might be posting more during morning time. If you are in finance, you might be posting more during, say, evening. Or if you are in recruitment, you might be posting during lunchtime. It depends. But there's no rule for that. You gotta try. You gotta try. It won't work on the first weeks, really, but try at least one piece of article, one text coming from you guys. What I like the most about LinkedIn, and I'm gonna ask you, is LinkedIn a social or professional tool? Is Facebook social or professional? Social? Both. All right, cool. Instagram. Awesome, guys. 1 year ago, everybody in the room would say, Facebook is social, LinkedIn professional, Instagram is for kids. Now we are starting to realize how powerful all these tools combined for your brand they are, like in terms of a go professional and all of them. But that doesn't mean that you should not post something social to LinkedIn, because you must. But there's a proportion that you must do that. You took a holidays, you just arrived, Bahamas and all. Picture, first picture, beach, Monday morning. Are you gonna post these on LinkedIn? I post. And again, the tagline. So as I said, the titles on LinkedIn, you might feel compelled, okay, I'm a marketing specialist, or I'm a health professional, I am a Java developer. See, most people use that, whereas you could be using something that tells people the problem you solve. First paragraph, you grab their attention on the tagline, they click, they read the first paragraph, LinkedIn will allow you to read only the first part, and then they click and then read the rest. And then you tell a story, because you gotta also, because the second question people will make is, who is Chris to tell me that? It's just a matter of putting these in a more salesy sentence, that's your tagline. And then your summary on LinkedIn should tell the same, right? And then you go for details. And then you go 5 paragraphs there telling why you smartly tell them directly at their pain.